Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor for Wednesday, August the 4th, 2021. Today's big loser was ZY, Zymergen, American Chemical Company. They are down 76%. BYSI, Beyond Spring, a American biotech company, was up 176%. Of note, BNTX is up as well, 17%. I'm just going to take a closer look at this stock. I do believe they are the company that has really taken the spotlight in regards to this, the V there. I think they were the ones that won the, I think the contract to become the distributor, or I should say the producer, manufacturer of the V for the company Pfizer. I believe that's why this stock has taken off incredibly. They're a German company, but they were the ones who ultimately landed that very lucrative deal. If we look at the last, let's see, 2 years, I think. Let's wait for this to load. Yeah, look at the support. The real support, you're looking at somewhere between right around here. It's a 50 to 60 is your real support here. But this has taken off astronomically. If you were to buy this sub 100, you would have made 4 times your portfolio, and it's just going skyrocketing. Who knows where this is going to stop? It might go up to 500, eventually maybe even 1,000. I don't know. I really don't know where this is going, but this is astronomical. But when stocks go this high, it only goes back right down. So we'll go down eventually. So let's move on to the trending stocks. So I've missed the last 2 days of trading. So I'm catching up in the last Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday now. We can see that GameStop from the Monday, it was at 162. And now it's all the way down to a low of 145, 145 to 157 today. So it is trending downward. That is clear now. And the volume is about just over a third. Let's zoom out to see where this is heading. Again, I do believe we are closer to support. I was saying true support is around 120. Well, not true support, but easy mode support, 120 to 140. This might bounce up when it hits 140 or 120. But if it continues to go down, I do believe this could head down to, again, these levels of 40 to 60, which is really an Apex investor buy. $40 to $60 is the true level of support, and then 60 to 90 for your next level, medium or normal entry point. And then your easy mode or your average investor, which would be 120 or 90 and above. So 100 to 140. I'm going to say even 120. This might continue to go down, but we'll see. We'll just keep watching this. But it is down overall about over 4% now. But since the Monday, it's down a little bit more than that. Okay. So let's look at AMC next, and their brothers pretty much going hand in hand as to where one goes, the other one goes too. This one's down even more, about 13%. So it was trading between 29 to 35. Let's look at the price action since Monday, since I was away. Monday, it was at 38, and now it's down almost $10. So yeah, this is definitely trending downward. This is not looking very good, but this could bounce right back up depending on the volume. And we can see the volume is just under half. the average. So let's look at where this is trending. Again, I think I did a video on this, AMC or GME. I can't remember which one right now. But the true level of support, we're looking at a level closer to $5 to $10 for your Apex investor entry point. And then normal mode, you're looking at between 10 to 20. I'd say 10 to 20, yeah. And then an easy mode support, anything above 20, but below. Actually, we're right there, right at what could be support. But I'm going to say a really good entry point. You're looking closer to five to $5 to $6. Yeah, five to $6 is your Apex and investor entry point, and normal mode would be $6 to 10, and then your easy mode or your more realistic entry point would be 10 to 20. So that makes more sense to me now that I've gone over that. So that's all for that one. And then the Metamaterials is also, they're all pretty low, all three of these, the two giants and then this potential giant here. Metamaterials was between 304 to 328. So I don't know if it touched $3 in the last. No, it has not. Okay, so for Monday it was at 350, and now it's all the way down to almost $3. So this has dropped significantly, and this is a huge fire sale. Again, anything below $4, I don't anticipate this continuing on into the next year, especially just after August the 10th, which is only in 6 days from now, less than a week. So we'll see where this goes, but we have half half the average volume today, and I'm not giving up on the stock. I mean, they can. This is the calm before the storm. They can short this as much as they want. There is a period of silence that we're going through right now. They cannot report on these big significant deals or signings or contracts that they're making with whatever company they're making it with. That has to be announced at the proper time. So this is definitely the calm before the storm, and we're looking at support is probably $3, maybe even $2 at the lowest, $2 to $3. So that's the Apex investor entry point, I'd say, is $2 to $3. Unfortunately, I didn't recognize that until now, till after having bought the stock. But looking at the resistance, it looks like it's closer to 20. So you could sell at 20. However, you might be missing the boat if this goes up to $100 or 40 or 50. But we'll see. Time will tell where that will go. Okay, so let's look next at Twitter. I'll just check those really quick. So the CEO of Metamaterials, George Palikaras, tweeted today, or I should say retweeted. It says here, from Metamaterials Incorporated, connected hashtag cars may require as many as 18 antennas. Vehicle designers want to minimize, if not eliminate, protrusion to body styling, so to improve drag coefficient aerodynamics while offering 5G functions. NanoWeb is a great alternative to traditional shark fin antennas. So that's a very interesting proposition. I'm just gonna follow Metamaterials. Oh, I am not following them. Okay, I should really check them on a daily basis on terms of tweets. But he decided to retweet that one. So if it's big enough, I guess he will retweet it. George. Love numbers, detail oriented. Keen to support the growth of a cutting edge, innovative organization. This sounds like you. Check out our opening for an accountant. Okay, so I have an opening there. So you know what? I think I'll stick to George's tweets and retweets, because otherwise it's going to be almost too much information. Yeah, I think I'll stick with George's stuff. Not saying it's not relevant, but maybe not as relevant. It might be a little minor. Okay, so I'm going to go to WallStreetBets now. Okay, so we can see here on WallStreetBets, if you browse through it, a lot of people are talking about Robinhood, and why do people even trust Robinhood, especially after the GameStop fiasco? I don't know. Maybe they just have no other options, I'm not sure. There are a lot of options out there, so don't deal with them. In my personal opinion, McAfee, I think that's the virus people, Norton Antivirus. They're announcing a $4.50 cash dividend, one-time dividend. So that could be a huge. I'm very interested to see where the stock is going from this point on. So let me open that in a new tab. I'm looking here to see if Metamaterials is getting mentioned, any mentions. Moderna is getting larger and larger, just as that BNTX is as well. AMD. So I'm only at I think the first 20 so far. So I don't see any Metamaterials mentions, but that's because again, this is the calm before the storm. Unless something massive happens where the stock goes right back up to say even 5, 6, and then ultimately 10, this will not get a mention, I don't think, for a while until a big news catalyst is announced by George or the Metamaterials PR people. So I think that's all for Wall Street Bets. I'm going to take a look quickly at McAfee stock. Clover gets a mention and AMD as well. Okay. Someone mentioned that stock I mentioned from Finviz. I think it was a top winner or loser. Can't remember right now. Okay, so I do believe, or I should say, my instinct is telling me that Robinhood is being shorted by Wall Street Bets. That's just my intuition, just my personal opinion. And I don't blame them for doing that if they are doing that. So I'm going to take a look at McAfee stock, see how it's doing in relation to this one-time cash dividend they're offering. Okay, looking at McAfee, they declared a special dividend yesterday. And looking at their activity, 52-week, $14 to 29. So we're at a high. On the average volume, I should say the volume is just a little bit above the average. Market cap 12 billion, over 12 billion. Let's just take a look at I do believe this dividend might drive it up much higher though, because again of this attention it's getting from Wall Street Bets. Looking at the last month, 6 months now, and even the last year, we can see clear levels of support and resistance. Okay, this only went public not too long ago, interestingly. So we're looking at true support of Apex Investor entry point. You're looking at $15 and below. But let's just make that 15 to 17 just to be safe, or just to be a little more realistic. And then normal mode, you're looking at 20. So 15 to 20, and then 20 to 23. And then your normal mode, or I should say easy mode, you're looking at 25 and below. So maybe 20 to 25 is your normal mode. And so easy mode, or I should say expert mode, 15 to 17. Normal mode, 17 to 20. Again, these aren't bad levels. I'm just saying more Apex investor would go for the lowest price here, 15 to 17. If it ever goes back down to that level. And then more realistic entry point, again, easy mode would be 22 or 20 to $25, because you can see a clear bounce at these levels. Once it dipped, it bounced, rebounded right away and strongly too. So that was back in May the 3rd and July 12th. So let's look at those a little bit closer. Okay, May the 12th, right here. Yeah, you can see that bounced right back up. And then July 15, okay, bounced straight up from 25. Is this support? This could be support as well, $20 right there, 19. That was February, mid-February. So let's look at that on the chart as well. Where's that mid-February? Right there. Okay, so that looks like a little bit of support. This looks like much clear support here, 22. Yeah, 22 is a very strong level of support, to be honest. 22 to 25. So make that 22 to 24. 22 to 24 is a really realistic, very realistic normal mode entry point, but that's very strong support. You can see the bounces right back up. That might actually be your best play. However, if you want to be a little more careful, a little more conservative with your money, if you have millions and billions of dollars, don't just throw it all away. You want to be very, very conservative. You're not going to miss the boat on this one. There are many other stocks out there that will hit true levels of support or apex investor entry points. So you're looking at a normal mode entry point of anything under 22. So let's just say 17 to 22 or 17 to 21. 17 to 21 is your normal mode from McAfee. I'm going to add this to my watch list just to see how this plays out. And then for the expert mode, you're looking at, why is that not going away? You're looking at entry point of 15, or I should say 1480 even, 1480 to 17. 1480, make that 18. 1480 to $18. It's pretty, no, let's keep that. 1480 to 17. And then so that's expert mode, normal mode. You're looking at anywhere between 17 to 22. And then easy mode, 22 to about 25. So that's all from McAfee. Let's check out Metamaterials subreddit and see what's going on there. And I'll open up the relevant tabs. Okay, so I'm going to browse through this subreddit live. Well, not really live, but in real time. Someone posted here that the hedge funds are giving away shares to drop the price below $3. I don't doubt that at all. I do believe they're shorting it incredibly, like to a level not seen since GameStop and AMC. So this is going to be very, very interesting. What plays out from August 10th moving forward, the period from August 10th to December 31st. Again, that is a 4-month window, 4 months and then some, to really see what's going to happen with the stock. Our patience, our resilience, our faith is being tested in a very big way financially. So I opened 3 tabs there. They're all loading. So I'm just scrolling through. I think that's all we'll look at. There's just a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubts, a lot of FUD being pushed by the mainstream media. They did not do their homework on Metamaterials. They don't know about the deals they've made with very big companies such as Boeing, such as not Northrop Grumman. Lockheed Martin. These are 2 of the biggest companies that do military, aerospace, aviation, and they get their funding from the Department of Defense. Again, I have to keep repeating it because this is true. This is factual. It's not something I'm making up. They also have business relationships, it seems, with Samsung, potentially with Apple, and even Google. So this is going to be an incredible rise from this depth of $3 and potentially even below $3 if they keep shorting it. And I do believe they will short it continually until the 10th when things will turn around. So we still have about 6 days. They might even short it on the 10th, and then after the 10th. It might be after the 10th. It's hard to say, but we have to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen over a week or 2. It might take a lot longer. But then again, I've been saying April 1st, 2022. That's really the date that I am forecasting for the stock to go above $4. Because if it isn't, this channel is going bye-bye. Okay. What does it say here? A strategic partnership with Metamaterial. What is this? Covestro. Okay, yeah. So there is a lot of proof, evidence, and confirmation about a lot of big news items that have happened in the past and that have happened in the present and are still happening behind the scenes. Yahoo Finance just changed metamaterial to bullish from bearish. Wow, that is big. Good find there. I'm gonna open that in a tab. Okay, so I think we're gonna end here at the Da Vinci Code because it's getting a little ridiculous with some of the topics there. Just open this. Metamaterial, a developer of high performance functional materials and nanocomposites, is recruiting scientists to support Starshot light sail research. The new position will support the design and development of ultra lightweight, high reflectivity, and low absorptivity nanostructured materials for the light sail. The breakthrough Starshot program aims to demonstrate ultra fast, light driven nanocrafts and lay the foundations for a first launch to Alpha Centauri within the next generation. This sounds like Star Trek, Star Wars kind of stuff. I don't know if that's even true or just a meme. I might have to open that in another tab because that seems like a joke to me. Just my instinct is telling me that might be a joke. Just a little words of encouragement. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anyone who missed it, the GameStop and AMC squeezes have been through the Bitcoin dark times. Yep, that was like over how many years now? I want to say I'm not comparing Meta to any of the previous, but he is. He's comparing it, and that's okay. You can do that. The market can make you a lot of money if you are patient. That's a big if, and you can lose a lot for being impatient. When you become a true investor, you learn to smile and be happy. Well, I mean, for me, sometimes I just have to back away from the situation, even if that means not making a video for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months, just to get my sanity back, just to just to not be affected by emotion, the emotion of the market, of the FUD of the market that is being pushed. Sometimes you need to take a step back and just do things that you enjoy. Not that I don't enjoy this channel, but I mean, do things that don't stress you out as much. Uh, when prices are lowest is where the money is made. Yeah, again, that's your entry point. That's where you will either be made or broken. Uh, everyone wishes they bought a stock when it runs, but so many are afraid to actually buy when prices are red, which is right now. No one wanted to buy AMC when it was at $5 and below. No one wanted to buy GameStop when it was around $40 and below. But after the fact, when you look at the squeezes for both, AMC going to 60 plus, $70, I think they went to 72 to be exact. And GameStop went up to 480 at one point, and then for the second squeeze, it went up to I think 300 plus. So no one but a few thought it could be anything as bears shouted the movie industry is dead. 3 months later, and we can see the movie industry is recovering. It's not perfectly healthy, but it's recovering. It's better than it was a few months ago. So they saw their $5 investments going 15 times over. Yeah. It's hard to keep brave or to stay brave when your portfolio is in the red, when you're losing a lot of money. But most often than not, the spoils go to those who are strongest in their convictions. I'm not just holding, but I'm buying. Uh, my buying has been more aggressive. Yeah, you should buy the dips if you can afford to. So this is a perfect time to buy at $3 and below, and even below $4, to be honest. Okay, so this next tab says hedge funds push hard the next 10 days. FUD, media blitz, and share price manipulation. Merger watcher definitely was calling this as expected last week. It's going to be hard when the story will flip and all the news we have been waiting for will be a surprise and the fudders will call you idiots for selling. Never ending cycle. Okay. Holding it like a kindergarten boy. Yeah. So we're all holding. I mean, we've been through this before. I've been through this with GameStop, with AMC and Bitcoin. Yeah. I went through the Bitcoin craze and I believe in it. I mean, I bought it really cheap. It went up a lot, went down a lot, but through all those times, it just held, and you can see that patience does pay off. So it went from bullish to bearish. Is this a good sign? Actually, I think it was the opposite. So it went from bearish to bullish. Okay, so I'm going to open that last one. I think it was a meme. I don't know. So I just want to thank everybody for all your support. You can see Metamaterials subreddit is at 11.8 thousand members, 340 online right now. But thank you very much for all the views, the likes, the subscribes. This channel has grown more than I thought it would. I thought it would just stay at 1 to 10 at the most. I really didn't see this going to where it is right now. But we're soon going to hit 100 subscriptions. So thank you very much for that. Uh, Again, this channel isn't really about the numbers though. If this gets a million views, if this gets a million subscribers, I really, that's not the point of this channel. Not that it's not nice. Of course, it is nice to have those accolades and those kinds of achievements, but bigger than that is just to help people out. I think that's really the purpose of this channel, to make sense of what's going on in the stock market, to make sense of what's going on in terms of investments, but more specifically the stock market. So here it is. Let's look at this. Is this a meme? What is this? And again, I know there are channels. I have to keep saying this because it's true. There are channels such as mine that cover the stock market, and they'll offer you, hot picks. These are the stocks to buy, and this is the entry point you should buy at. This is the price you should sell at. And they offer that to you with a price. For a price, they'll ask you to subscribe to their paid subscription kind of thing, or they'll ask for a donation or some kind of thing like that, where there's a paywall. Essentially, they put up a paywall for you to get their premium information that they wouldn't otherwise share. Not every channel does this, but there are a lot of channels that do this. I don't do this. I just don't believe in that. It's not my model. My model is just to help people out for free, just because it's the right thing to do. But if people are moved to want to donate to me, go ahead and ask me about that if you like. But I'm not mandating that, or I'm not asking or begging for any donations of any sort. Just my only request is, if you bought Metamaterials, hold it, wait, just wait on it, give it time, and sell it high, make yourself some money. And if you haven't bought this stock yet, perfect time to buy it. Buy a ton of stock at $3, buy thousands and thousands of shares, however many you can afford within reason. I'm not a financial advisor expert, but just it's just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, whatever you want to do. So it says, watching Netflix top secret UFO projects declassified, references to metamaterials thrown around a lot, reverse engineering. Okay, so, all right. Interesting. So this could be real. I really don't know. This Alpha Centauri, it sounds like interstellar travel. All right, that's really wild stuff. But again, this is the darling of this channel now. Our previous darlings, I believe, were GameStop, AMC, and Vaxart was one, Lucid Motors. I'm a shareholder of Lucid. I'm a shareholder of Metamaterials. I was a shareholder of AMC and GameStop, but I feel like that ship has sailed now, but it might explode again. I could be wrong. And in terms of Lucid, yeah, I do own that. Vaxart, I don't own that anymore. I did, but I was looking for a good entry point. Unfortunately, hasn't hit my price, so that's why I have not entered that. So that's all for today, for Wednesday, August the 4th. I probably won't do another video for the rest of the week. So most likely we'll see you again on Monday. That would be the 9th. So I'll probably see you on the 9th. I have a lot of things to do. And again, the calm before the storm. It's kind of redundant for me to just do these videos over and over unless there's a big news catalyst. So unless there's something really big in the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday, then I will do a video. But if not, if it's just the regular, Metamaterials is here and GameStop is there, and unless something really goes bonkers, like the stock market crashes. We saw the Dow Jones. If you saw that in the bar there, it was, I believe, it dipped a percentage. So if the Dow Jones goes to 40,000, that's a good indicator. But if it goes below 30,000, that's a sign this crash is imminent. Just saying. Okay. So thank you again for your time. May God bless you and God bless your investments. We'll see you on Monday, the 9th, August the 9th. But if something big happens between now and then, I'll do another video. But for now, have a great weekend. And I'll see you if something big happens before Monday.